Three. Hello, we are Group 3 and my name is Me.
Hello, I'm Jonathan. Hello, I'm David. Hello, I'm Paul.
Hello, I am Bishaya.
And we're gonna represent about the Duwamish River. And right now, let's get started. Okay, my turn. So, for the first one, I'm gonna talk about the Duwamish, the meaning of the name, and the river is named for the Duwamish tribe. It means people of the inside. And the river is located in Seattle, Washington. And next, I'm gonna talk about the background of the Duwamish River. There was an interesting history about Duwamish River and the land around it. First time the river you can see that it's meandering with the big space of mud flat. However, however, it has been modified and straight by the human in the year of 1900. That's for transportation, fishing, and industrial development. And the Duwamish was a natural place for the Duwamish tribe to establish their industry. Next, I'm gonna talk about the serious pollution in Duwamish River. The river got polluted a long time ago because of the dangerous substance have been released in the years of 1900, and the more toxic and the toxic chemical from the storm water and industrial waste. Uh, However, we cannot smell, taste much of the chemical pollutant because that get into the water, mud, and also the habitat in the river, such as fish, crab, mushroom, and all of them must spend their entire life in the river, and it's not edible. So that eating these fish, seafood regularly may cause a lot of health problems. And the Duwamish River was confirmed is one of the most toxic and dangerous area in United States. And I'm gonna move about the next slide.
Hello, I'm Jonathan. So I'm gonna talk about the tidal story, which is the most important part of this. So the tidal is mean water flow. They will go up or down. And estuary is the place where the sea meet the river. And so what's the point? The sea have the salt water, and river is like their water is different from the sea. So the estuary is will so the nutrient is different, and that is most important to protect. So we have the picture here. You can see the salt marsh. It protect the coast, and because it mean the channel, yeah. And the nutrients from the sea flow into the river, and they stand uh, downside of the river. And if we don't recognize it, we establish industrial area, like you see there are many towers behind. So the radio radioactive and chemical will cause the river, and they will eliminate all the chemical, all the nutrients in the river. So we must protect that. Um, as you can see, the smaller picture, there's some kind of sentence that uh, focus about restoration projects. So the point that show you to recognize the area that should uh, modify, that you can see some industrial area. So that's causes, and this is the picture show to show that this is evidence of the polluted area. You can see the tree down there. Okay, next.
And I'm going to continue our present by the story of the Duwamish. And the Duwamish are the first people of Seattle, and the Duwamish tribe defends from at least two distinct group from, before instance, contact with people of European ancestry and membership. Uh, the members the membership of the Duwamish tribe is based on descendancy only, not blood quantum. There are presently 712 tribal members, mostly living in the state of Washington. And language and religion. And this picture is Moses Park, and there's the picture in the wall. You can tell different languages. Russian, there's written in Russian, Spanish, from Vietnamese, and the Wamish tribe spoke in southern Lushosit with their neighbors, and only a handful of first language speakers remain by the 1919. All have since passed away, and the language was at risk of disappearing. And the religion of the Wamish was similar to all the Buddhist some Indian people believe, and this statue were made by the Wamish people. And if you here's the map of the Sesimos Park, and here's the Wamish River. And if you want to go there, here's location and map, and you can see a lot of stuff in there. And after 1855, the Duwamish people were forced to leave their central village around Seattle and moved to this designated reservation to preserve their heritage and culture. And next part will continue by Parker.
So I will introduce the story of Northwind Web. Its dangerous is talk about the one between Northwind and Southwind. There was once a war between Northwind people and Northwind people. Northwind was married to a mountain river woman, the daughter of Northwind people of Northwind Village did not like the man, so they killed him and his tribe. The only one left alive was Northwind's mother, an old woman who lived on a stone mountain down along the Duwamish River. Northwind held the land under his power, covering it with ice and snow. He stretched a fish well of ice across the Duwamish River, so fish could get past this trap. And follow up the valley, the people David. The land was desolate. It came to pass the mountain river woman had a son, Stormwind. Wind was his father. As the boy grew up, he was warned by the North Wind people to never go near the mountain. They knew that he would question the old man, and that she would tell him how his people were killed. Each day, the young man would get closer and closer to the mountain. One day, he got close enough to hear the woman crying, so he went to her house. Inside, he found her weeping for his dead son. The ravens, who were the gloves of North Wind, retreat above her, dropping bells onto her face. This along with the tails on her chest had frozen into ice. For her, for her fire, she had only the tops of cattailwash, which would breathe quickly, providing no warmth. Stormwind listened to her story. He went and built up a big fire trees by the roads, and light them at her door for fuel. He also gave the old woman a blunt arrow to punch the raven with. He resolved to fight the North Wind people for what they had done. Stormwind left to retrieve his mother. While he was away, the old woman with buckets to capture the ring. So they were large and closely woven to hold large wing drops, while others were tiny woven to hold fine mist. She left them outside to capture the ring. Soon, Stormwind returned. The next day, the woman lifted the bucket and flooded the valley. Stormwind went down to the river. He tore up many trees and threw them into the water until they shattered the fish web, turning it into stone. This stone can still be seen what water ran between them at low tide. Stormwind measured the ice and below its nose. The young woman and his grandmother passed North Wind. Down the valley he ran, the land falling behind him. If North Wind has not been chased away, he should all be cold and hungry all the time. Yeah, that's all.
I will present about the Longhouse. The Duwamish Longhouse and the Cultural Center DLCC project began in the 19th, with community partners working toward reclaiming land with ancestral territory. The project was characterized by inclusiveness, with tribal members serving on boards, environmental communities, and leadership roles in community planning efforts. The creative progress involved 36 community groups, government branches, and tribal members. The Seattle City Council adopted the Alki Harover Duwamish Crater Plan in '97, and the Duwamish Longhouse was the final major component. The center is located on West Marginal Way in West Seattle, overlooking the Duwamish River Valley and near a village site where Chiefs Seattle grew up. The center offers several walk-in tourist and exhibits focusing on geology, archaeology, anthropology, religion, literature, and the history. The Seattle Parks Department, Park of Seattle, and community groups like the Duwamish Allied Coalition support the project's efforts.
It's my turn again, and this is the Jack Block part, and it's also a part of Seattle. You can see this is a lot of high building, no tree, no plant around. And if you move down to a river, you will see less natural but more industrial. And you will see like the ocean is really clean, the water is really clean. So that means like the ocean can be clean if the river come in the region. If the river come in the ocean, it clean. So that's why we have to keep the Duwamish River as clean as possible. And
Okay, guys.
and guys, this is the end of our presentation, and thank you for listening.
Okay.
Bye bye.